The crazy thing about this NIL, or name, image, likeness, is that we've been thinking about this for quite some time, or at least talking about this for quite some time. I know I have. The NIL, it's this catchy three-letter acronym now, but before, we've always just thought of this as, how are athletes gonna make some money off of their likeness? I mean, universities use their names to sell jerseys in the bookstore, or they use their names for trying to, get promotional material for the big game or the big championship that's coming up. There are millions of dollars that are being raked in, and now these student athletes have an opportunity to use their name, use their likeness and their image for sponsorship deals. I think a lot of people knew that this was coming down the way, they just didn't know when to expect it. And now that it's happening, we're seeing athletes from across the country using their social media accounts to leverage their image and likeness into lucrative deals, whatever that might be. I think I heard the University of Miami football players are being offered $500 for each player that's under scholarship. And so that's $500 every month coming from some person who's a University of Miami football fan who's offering this money to make sure that the kids don't have to worry about what they're gonna do for lunch that evening, or what have you. I think the most important takeaway from all of this is now the athletes have an opportunity to get a slice of the pie. Whereas before, they were left out of the equation altogether. I played college football back in the day, and I always thought it was weird. The one day I walked in to the bookstore and I saw my teammate's jersey number hanging up and people were buying it. And I thought, well, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense because he's not getting any of that. And yet you see this consistently happening. I mean, we haven't had NCAA football, the video game, in years because of this very reason. Before, they had the cover athletes as the very athletes who were playing in the game, and now, for years, that hasn't been the case. So I think there's going to be a shift in mentality, and you're already seeing evidence of that. People are, welcoming the idea of athletes making some sort of money off of this because they do work hard and they do put in the effort. They show up every day, practices, and they're essentially professional athletes without any of the advantages of the money.